Audio video check. Audio video check. Good evening, Tanvi, Sonali. You'll be starting in next 5 minutes. Good evening, Preeti. Hello. Audio video check. Roll sound and action. We shall be continuing with our TCS sample paper. We have done 10 questions from different topics in our previous session. In this session, also, we'll cover 10 more. because we know there are 20 questions in TCS Ninja Foundation level numerical ability, 20 questions and roughly 25 minutes are given for that. So let's begin now. Good morning, Aishwarya. Question from Okay, so the next one is the question from Profit and Loss Classic Take, which is on your screen. You know the drill. Set up your timer, try to do it yourself, and then look out for the solution. Keep practicing. Keep sharing the link with your friends. Ask them to join in. These are free initiative taken by LeadSoft Placement Academy. Good evening, Shraddha. Question timer set must be over by now. Let's roll on. Good evening, Shweta, Ipagi, and Srushti. Let's check this. Question directly from our rule book, rule number 7. You should go through percentages, rule number 7, and how to work out this. A trader bought articles A and B both for a total cost of 250. That means A plus B is equals to 250. He sold A at a profit of 28% and B at a loss of 28%. If the selling prices of both A and B are the same. Now we know that selling price formula is CP into 100 plus minus P by 100. If on profit, we'll add P. If on loss, we'll deduct P. So for A, it's been sold at a profit of 28%. That means selling price of A would be A into 128 by 100. And this should be equals to selling price of B, which has been sold at a loss of 28%. So that should be B into 100 minus 28 is 72 by 100. By this, we can very easily find the ratio of cost prices of A and B. This goes out. A by B is 72 by 128. Now, the question is, what is the cost price of article B? So if I add plus 1 on both sides, I'll get A plus B by B equals 72 plus 128 is 200 by 128. Now A plus B we know is 250. That means value of B is 250 into 128 divided by 200. This goes 5 times, this is 4, this is 32. 32 into 5 is 160. That means cost price of article B is 160 and cost price of article A is 250 minus 160 in case if they ask. That is 90. But cost price of B is what they have asked. B is 160. Option C fits in. Go through our rule book, rule number 7 from percentages. And if you use that rule directly, you can actually end up getting the result in no time. This is the description of how the rule is made. Okay, let's roll on to the next one. Good evening, everyone. Harsha, Priya, Manjula, Akshata, and keep solving the question also. Is this clear? We are rolling on. One more take on mark price discount from profit and loss. Give it a try. Good evening, Rutuja. Question is on your screen. Give it a try. Obviously, many different concepts which we have learned in profit and loss need to be used. You need to be fast in using those concepts. That is the key. You can start by taking X, your X, obviously not X, and then end up setting up an equation, which I think would be a tedious job. Try to identify what different rule we can use so that our calculation become easy. Good evening, Payal. Pranjali, Suryavanshi, good evening. Okay, we'll go slow on this. Let's see what we have. An article is marked 36% above its cost price. A discount of 10% is offered on the marked price. Later on, the article was sold by giving another discount of rupees. Now, this value is given in rupees. Initially, all the values are given in percentages. If there is a profit of 15.4%, now this is also in percentage, what is the marked price of the article? Okay, let's read till this point only. It has been marked up by 36% and then a discount of 10% is given. And we know from our rule 3 that actual profit, if marked up and discount is there, is given by M minus D minus M into D by 100. So what should be the profit if it has been sold at till this point? Great. So actual profit percentage would be 36 minus 10 minus 360 by 100. So that is 26 minus 3.64, 22.4%. But actually what happens due to one more discount, this profit percentage have fallen to 15.4%. That means from 22.4%, it is now 15.4%. 22.4 minus 15.4 is 7%. And in amount, this fall is worth rupees 12.60. That means 7, and we know that profit is always calculated on cost. That means 7 by 100 into cost price is equals to 12.60. If we calculate this will be 12.60 into 100 by 7. 7, 1 time 56, 180. That means cost price of this article in the given question is rupees 180. But the question is regarding the marked price. And we know that marked up is done by 36% over the cost price. That means marked price is 180 into 100 plus 36, 136 by 100. On calculating 8, 6 is 48. It will be 244.80, which is there in option D. Use of rule 3 to quickly find the actual profit when marked up and discounts are given in percentages. And then we use a bit of logic to solve this. The mark price is 224.80. Let's move on. Is this clear? Good, Rutuja. It is 244.80. Akanksha, Kadam, Utkarsh. Good one. Sneha. Good. Those who have tried but failed in getting the correct answer should go through what went wrong, and we move on. We roll on into ratios and partnership, a question from application of ratios and proportion. It can be from partnership or it can be from ages. This time we have taken a question from partnership. Give it a try. It's all about finding the ratios in which the profit at the end of the year should be divided, calculate it properly, and then answer will be no time. Okay, let's check. Let's do this. A, B, and C enters into partnership. C contributes 1/5 of the capital. Suppose the total capital of A, B, and C is 5, then capital of C should be 1. While B contributes as much as A and C together contribute. That means if A have contributed X, contribution of B should be x plus 1. Now we know that x plus 1 is equals to 5. That means 2x plus 2 is 5. X is equals to 5 minus 3 by 2. That is 1.5. That means contribution of A is 1.5, B is 2.5, and C is 1. Now, if the profit at the end of the year is rupees 24 lakhs, what will be the share in profit of A? If I convert them into proper ratios, I multiply this by 2. This is 2, 5. Sorry, this is 3. This is 5 and 2. That means contribution of A is 3 out of 10. That is 30%. So A's profit at the year's end will be 3 by 10 of 24. 24 into 3, 72 by 10, 7.2 lakhs. There we have this in option B. Hello. Fair enough? Sujit Sri Krishna Patil. We roll on. Let's check what we have. Next, we have a classical take from time and speed and clear application. Read it properly. Fix up a timer for yourself, 1 minute, 10 seconds, and give it a try. It seemed to be a complicated question. It is not. It's just a derivative take on upstreams and downstream. That's it. Let's read this. Ram is going up on an upgoing escalator, while Mohan going down on the same escalator. If both Ram and Mohan walk at equal speed from the bottom end and top end of the escalator respectively, this is an escalator, Ram is moving up on an upgoing escalator and Mohan is coming down. And both of their speed is same. Let the speed is x. They meet at a point which is two-thirds the distance between the bottom end and the top end of the escalator. What is the ratio of speed of Ram and Mohan to the speed of escalator? Let the speed of escalator is y. Then Ram upgoing speed would be effectively x plus y because it is gaining momentum on the escalator also. And Mohan's down turn speed would be x minus y because it is facing resistance from the upgoing escalator. Now, we know that if we have two objects moving towards each other at a speed of S1 and S2, and if both of them started at the same time, and suppose they meet at M, so the distance traveled by the first one is D1, and distance traveled by the second one is D2, then S1 by S2 will be equals to D1 by D2. We'll use the same thing here. This is an escalator. Ram is going this side upward with the speed of x plus y, and Mohan decreasing or coming down with the speed of x minus y. They meet at some point A. And according to the question, they meet at a point which is two-thirds the distance between the bottom end and the top end. That means from the bottom, this distance RA is two-thirds of the total. That means I can take this as two part and AM as one part. This is the distance ratio. So S1 by S2 is equals to D1 by D2 as both have started at the same time and they are meeting at point A. That means X plus Y upon X minus Y equals 2 by 1. Now, since this is in proportion format, we can use componendo dividendo. Great. That means X plus Y plus X minus Y, that is 2X, upon X plus Y minus X plus Y, that will be 2Y, equals 2 plus 1, that is 3, upon 2 minus 1, that is 1. So we have got x is to y is equals to 3 is to 1. The ratio of speed of Ram and Mohan, that is x, to the speed of escalator, that is y, is 3 is to 1. That is given in option A. Yes, any question, any doubt? We have seen Akshata sending us the answer 2 is to 1, but it is not 2 is to 1. It has to be 3 is to 1. Answer has to be 3 is to 1. Don't just mock or give half-hearted answer. Solve it properly. Answer is A, 3 is to 1. Is this clear? We roll on to the next one. Please give us a thumbs up. It is clear with all of you. We are on to the last session and we have completed 11 of such sessions. Go through it all once again. All are there at our channel LeadSoft Placement Academy. Go through it once while you are revising. Application from time and work, masala formula, read, give it a try. Ratio was not 2:1, that was 3:1. You shall come back once again and go through the session. Now, a new question is on your screen. Give it a try. SS Gawali. Sir, give this a question a try. And if you are dealing with the distance ratio will be 2:1 because in that particular question, it was given 2/3. 2/3 from the bottom. So it becomes 1/3 from the top. Ratio becomes 2/3 is to 1/3. That is 2:1. I hope now we both are on the same page, Mr. Gawali. Let's check this. Let's check what we have. The water supply agency of a town releases 40 cusecs water for 120 minutes. Water release is 40 for time 120 minutes each day to fulfill the requirement of how many households? 10,000 households. This year, 2,000 more households started water consumption through the water supplying agency. So this year, new household size becomes 12,000. Initially, it was 10,000. How many cusecs of water does the water agency require to supply for 80 minutes to fulfill the requirement of the town? We will use our rule number 8, masala formula. Masala formula is M1 T1 by W1 equals M2 T2 by W2, where M stands for the work, people who do the work. In this case, M is nothing but RH. This is M1, this is M2. This is T1 and this is T2. And the water which is supplied is the work, W1, and we need to find the value of W2. So we'll use this formula directly because we know the relationship. Relationship between MT and W is given by this masala formula. Straight away, we can use it. We can go through rule 8 or in special session is also there where we have solved TCS, time and work questions only pertaining to masala formula, MDH, M1 D1 H1 by W1 equals M2 D2 H2. The link will be there. Go through it. So now we have 10,000 into 120 by 40 equals 12,000 into 80 by W. That's it. This is what we need to find. This goes 5 and this is 6, 42, 43, 3, 6 is 2, 5, 40 is 8. So W2 would be 8 into 4, 16 into 2, 32. So 32 cusecs water is required by the water agency to supply for 80 minutes to the new population of the town, that is 12,000. So we have that in option D. Very good, Yashashri. Questions look typical, they are not. questions are very, very, very much doable in the given time. 1 minute, 70 seconds, or 80 seconds, whatever time they will offer to you, you can do it. See, when we are explaining, we are taking much time because we are writing everything with notations. We are explaining from where the formula came, blah, blah, blah. But when you are solving, you will just write these data. That's it. And you will get the answer in time, FA, and keep practicing. We'll move on to the next one. Classical take from time, speed, and distance. Once again, you know the drill. 70 seconds, give it a try. Vikas Sharma ji, your answer, now it's better. We can see 20 there in an option. We will check. Akshata, very good. Good. People are doing this. Very good. Let's read this. Okay, let's see what we have. Raman and Srikant have to travel 40 kilometers to reach their exam center. That means distance traveled by Raman and Srikant is same. Raman takes 2 hours more than Srikant to reach the center. If Raman doubles his speed, he will reach the exam center at the same time as Srikant. What is Srikant's speed? Now we know that when two people are traveling the same distance, we can use S1T1 is equals to S2T2. If distance traveled is same, then speed and time are inversely related to each other. We can use S1T1 equals to S2T2. Speed of Raman is R and speed of Srikant is S. Raman takes 2 hours more than Srikant. That means if Srikant is taking T hours, Raman will take T plus 2 hours. So the first equation we will have will be R into T plus 2 is equals to S into T. Done. Second statement says Raman double his speed. That means Raman's speed is 2R and Srikant's speed is S. He will reach the exam center at the same time as Srikant. Srikant is reaching the exam center in T hours. Raman will also reach in T hours. The second equation that we will have will be 2R into T is equals to S into T. Now we can equate this. R into T plus 2 equals 2R into T. R cancel outs. So we have T plus 2 is 2T. That means T is equals to 2T minus T is equals to 2 hours. Shrikant is taking initially 2 hours to travel the distance of 40 kilometers. So what is Shrikant's speed? Shrikant's speed is distance travel and time taken by Shrikant. If we divide these two, distance travel is 40 kilometers, time taken is 2 hours. So Shrikant's speed is 20 kilometers per hour. 40 by 2 is 20. Yes, that we have in option C. Fair enough. We have got 20, 20. Somebody have sent an answer 10 also. I doubt 10 is not the answer. Let's move on to the next one. One more classical take from time speed for train crossing a bridge. Give it a try. Fair enough, Sharma ji. We'll check. Let's see the classical take and the easy take. A 160-meter long train takes 4 minutes. 4 minutes means 4 into 60, 240 seconds. It's easy for us to calculate in MPS. To cross a bridge, 4 times is length. So bridge length is 160 into 4. That is 640. Now we know that when a train is crossing a bridge, the total distance traveled by the train to cross the bridge will be its own length and the length of the bridge, isn't it? So it is 160 plus 640, that is 800 meters. Now this train is traveling 800 meter in 240 seconds. So the speed of the train in meter per second is 800 by 240. Now we also know that 1 meter per second is equals to 18 by 5 kilometer per hour. Fine. So let us multiply this by 18 by 5 so that we can get our answer in kilometer per hour. 8, 10, 8, 3, 6, and this goes 2 times. 6 into 2 is 12. That means speed of the train is 12 kilometer per hour. That is in option B. Good move, Akshata. This was a very simple classical take from train crossing the bridge. You should practice a lot of these type of questions. Train crossing a lamppost, crossing a bridge, 2 trains crossing each other, train and a moving man or a car. These all type of questions are very popular. We'll check the next one. A figure mensuration question on your screen. Give this a try. And you can use the on-screen calculator. The drop-down calculator will be available if you're writing TCS examination. You can use it. You have to use it. Uh, Take pi equals to 22/7 or 3.14 to find this value. Keep sharing the link, keep solving questions. We're on to our last session on TCS practice. Hope this will be of great help to you. We have done 11 sessions. All the sessions are there on our channel under the live session category. Go through it and keep on sharing. Do write to us in the comment section if you have anything, any doubt. And if any other new sessions are required, let us know about your status with TCS exams. You'd be happy to help. Okay, let's check. You must have used a timer set for yourself. Let's check this now. As we see in the given figure, the uppermost part is the right circular cone, and the volume of right circular cone is given by 1/3 pi r square h. For the cone, radius is, this one is diameter 7 centimeters, so radius is 3.5, and the full length of this toy figure is 15.5. The radius of the sphere down under is 3.5. That means height of this toy or the right circular part would be 15.5 minus 3.5. That would be 12. So this would be 1/3 pi into 3.5 whole square into 12. Now, volume of the hemisphere, which is the base one, is 2/3 of pi into r cube. And radius of this hemisphere is 3.5. So that would be 2/3 pi into 3.5 whole cube. So the total volume of this toy or the toy-like figure should be, if I take common 1/3 pi, pi by 3 common, and what common we can take? 3.5 whole square is common. So this is 12 plus 3.5 into 2 is 7. So we need the value of pi by 3 into 3.5 whole square is 3412.25 into 19. And here we can use our on-screen calculator. Let's use it. So it's coming to 22/7/3 into 12.25 into 19 would be 243.83. Bingo, that we have in option C. 243.83 centimeter cube That is in option C. That is our answer. I hope this is clear. Akash Mali, correct? This time Shraddha, very good. 263.33 तो नहीं था, 243.33. Option C. Yes. Few of you have given answer correctly. Very good. Let's move on to the next one. Everyone, please go through the session once again. If you have any doubt after that, mention that in the comment box. Tag me, MJ Magic Studio @ and I would be ready to help. A question from statistics, TCS, and no statistics question, that is not possible. Classical take on frequency distribution, and we need to use the mode formula to solve this. Give it a try. Not many people are comfortable with mode formula, so we quickly jump into that. First, we'll discuss the formula, and then the question becomes. Okay, in case of frequency distribution, how do we calculate mode, modal value? So we have this class distribution, which is continuous. We need to make this sure, and this is continuous in nature. 10, 15, 15, 20, 20, 25, 25, 30, and then 30, 35. We have frequencies 12, 9, 23, X, and 10. Now, first of all, we choose the modal class. Modal class is the class in which the mode value lies and the class with the highest frequency. Now it is given that mode of the distribution is 24.375. So we can see that 24.375 lies in this particular class. That means this is our modal class. Modal class will have the highest frequency and the mode value will lie between 20 and 25. Great. So 23 is frequency of the modal class. F1 is frequency of pre-modal class. F2 is frequency of post-modal class. And L1 is the lower class boundary of the modal class. When these all things are identified, mode is equals to L1 plus Fm minus F1 upon Fm minus F1 minus F2 into I, where I is the class length. So here we can see that all classes have got the same length. So this formula is applicable. Now we just need to put in values. So 24.375 equals 20 plus Fm is 23, F1 is 9 minus 9 upon 46 minus 9 minus X into 15 minus 10 is 5. So class width is 5. That's it. We just need to solve this. Let's use our drop-down calculator to get the initial values quickly. So 24.375 minus 20 is 4.375. So 4.375. Let us divide that by 5. Will give us 0.875. Now 46 minus 9 is 37. I'm straight away multiplying this into 37. So what we have? 32.375. So 32.375 minus 0.875x is equals to 23 minus 9 is 14. So x is 32 minus 14 would be 8. 8.375 divided by 0.875. So 32.375 minus 14 is 18. 18, yes, 18.375 divided by 0.875. That will give us 21. That is not 8, it is 18. And the value would be 21. So X is 21. That is in option A. Link for the sheets pertaining to statistics, basics, and formula, where we have solved all questions which were asked in TCS, is there in the description. Please go through it. Good move. Akshata, Shushmita, you have given questions answer in statistics also. We take up the last one for the session, a take on data interpretation, which will be also there in the featured 20 questions. So the last one on your screen for TCS round 1, NQT numerical ability, and a question from data interpretation. Basically, they will give you a table and a question to follow. Give it a try. And there will be one question from this tabular set. That will be question number 20. That is for sure. So, banta hai ye question. Give it a try and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Please do that. Do like, share, comment, help the channel grow. Help us so that we can help you more. Give this a try. Okay, let's check this. Last one on our session. This hope that you will do good and keep practicing. Number of mobiles in thousand of 3 different brands, P, Q, and R, sold during 2015 to 2019, 5 years is given. Great. Now, the question is the total number of mobiles of brand R sold in 2016, 2018, and 2019. 23, 24, 47, 48, and 16 is 64. This is 64 thousands. Is what percent more than the total number of mobiles of brand P sold in 2015, 2016, and 2018? 25, 30, 40, 41, and 17 would be 58. So just we need to find that how much is 64 more than 58 when compared with 58. So that would be 64 minus 58 by 58 into 100. That would be 6 by 58 into 100 to 3 times 3 by 29 into 100. So 3 by 29 is like 10% roughly. It should be 10.34%. Yes, the calculator value is also 10.34. Should be 10.34%. Option D is the pick. So thank you everyone for participating. I hope that this will help you. Keep practicing the type of questions that we have done in these sessions. TCS follow their pattern. They don't change the pattern of questions. They will ask you question based on these topics only. Be confident and trust yourself. Practice and do well at your exam. I'm Mohit Jain signing off. I'll see you soon. We are open for any discussion. If you have for next 5 minutes, you may ask. Anyone? Those who have kept connected with us throughout this, thank you to them. Please put up your thoughts and do like the session also. Those who have joined, keep on liking, keep on sharing. Let people know that we have done, achieved something, we have solved, and be with us. Thank you once again.